guys, in this video we're going to be talking about how to play the Boltyn combo and how to pilot him through it. Without further ado, let's get right into it. We are going to use the budget deck list that we have. Okay guys, so this is the Sir Boltyn budget combo deck. It does run the Raiden, so it doesn't have to be a combo deck. We'll get into that a little later, but it is under $100. It does not run the Crown of Providence or the Spirit of Iona. Those are the two big cards that cost money. The rest of the deck is about the same as you see with your average Boltyn deck. So without further ado, let's kind of get into it and kind of show how the deck is piloted. Okay, there it is, Dash. Okay, we're going to go first. Yeah, we're going to go first here. And yeah, that looks good. The armor is set up. This is Dash, so we're just gonna look to defend. So we're gonna take out some of the big cards. We actually might leave those in, but the Battlefield Blitz, the Courage Steel Hands, these are cards that we will play. I guess we will take out Golden Blades. These are cards that we will play if we're playing the Raiden package, but we're not playing the Raiden package, so we're just gonna run these cards instead. Ready up here. More than likely, this Dash will have a Techlo Pounder. Oh, it's a Hyperdriver, so it's a crankshafting. Okay, so we did get one of our combo pieces, so that's very, very good. What we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and activate this. Now, we will go ahead and pitch here, put this card in, and then we're going to come in with the Engulfing Light. Charging here. So now we already have two cards in Soul, and we will have a Luminous Ascension to put in the arsenal. And if this hits, we actually put another card in Soul. I doubt it will. But, you know, it's not like this card was going to hit either. So, unless he really likes his hand, if he really likes his hand, we'll have three cards in Soul. And that, honestly, is probably enough to just wait for a second Lumina and go off. Alright, so it blocks that out. No problemo. It does get a buff, as you saw, and that is from Boltyn's ability, which is really cool, which we will definitely be using. We get a D-React here, which is very nice. So he's probably going to come full send at us. We actually get two D-Reacts here, and this will add to our soul. This will be our third card. So that is basically all we need against Dash, is just to get at least 3 cards in Soul, 4 cards, and it's definitely over. Alright, so Zipper hit, gets banished, coming in for 5 here. I think here we are just, you know what, maybe here we will Soul Shield to kind of get the value of Soul Shield. Block for 6. So I'm going to block that out and put into our Soul at the end of the turn, which is so good. Coming with the Throttle next, I kind of wish that I used the other card for Throttle. That's okay, we will just Fate Foreseen instead. And basically, if it's not Luminous Ascension, it's going to go on the bottom. So this will go on the bottom, because that's what we're trying to grab at this point. Okay, ends the turn. That's great for us. So now we're just going to come in with our Illuminate on hit. It goes in our Soul. That will be 4 cards in Soul. And guys, I said we can probably get it done with 3. We can definitely get it done with 4. So let's see if we can get our 4th card in the Soul. Alright, so Elects to let hit. We have 4 cards in Soul. We are good to go. I forgot to take Energy Potions out. That is a big mistake on my end. But at least we can use the Energy Potion to pay for Oasis Respite, which was probably what we're going to end up doing. Only Energy Potions for the decks that you think are going to play Blizzard. That is what they're used for. You want to play those Energy Potions out. I just missed them. I was wondering, like, usually you keep Boltyn Blade in just because it's a yellow pitch, but I was at 63 and I forgot we had these, and so here we are. But that's okay. We can always either charge it away or use it to pay for Oasis Respite, or even just play it, because sometimes the extra resource is pretty legit. Okay, so coming in for 5 here. Let's block it with a Bolt of Courage. We'll take 2. So he gets to go in the bottom. We're really not worried about that part. We're not going to try to fatigue Dash. Not when they have so... He started with over 60 some cards. So we will go for full on fatigue if it comes up. But what you can do against this Dash, especially if they're trying for the Hanabi Blaster deck. Alright, so coming in with the throttle. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is block here now. Taking 2. Now we can play our Oasis for Spy and gain a life. Okay, so T-Bone. So we're gonna give him a Snapdragons, and I think we're just gonna take the 2 here. I feel like we might see something a little bit more powerful coming up. If not, we will just... Okay, so we are just gonna play the E-Pot then. That will help us pay for Gallantry Gold. So nothing too lost there. Yeah, should play that and pass the turn. Of course, we get another E-Pot. We definitely don't need 2 E-Pots, so we will use the Oasis for Spy no matter what this turn. We're just going to get much more value out of it now. T-Bone getting the Hyperdrive. Let's see if he hits a crankshaft or not. Doesn't seem like it. Seems like 0 to 60 was hit. So we will block with just this one piece of equipment. We'll just take the 1. We're not going to use Oasis or Spite here on that. If he T-bones those other times, we're going to have to obviously give him our other pieces of equipment, which is a little bit of a bummer. But as long as we have courage when we go off, that's all we need. We just better make sure we have it. Okay, 0 to 60 for 2. I think we're just going to go ahead and block that here, like so. See, we'll just block it here, actually. Because we can actually just play the Bolt of Courage for 0 and come in for 3. Okay, Combustible Courier for 2. Here again, I think we're just going to block here. Alright, let's see what this last card is. Hopefully we get to use Oasis or Spite. Okay, Maximum Velocity. Okay, that's a pretty decent one to use Oasis or Spite on. But we will go ahead and use Oasis or Spite. We're going to target the Maximum Velocity. So at least we will block 5 of it. We will end up taking 5, which is a pretty big hit, but you know, it's just how it goes. Now his Hanabi Blasters is up. I think he's gonna shoot us with it, I guess. Okay, so he's just trying to get in damage while he has it. That's fine. He's done with his Hyperdrivers. Beacon of Victory can get our second Lumina Ascension. So I think we can just kind of go off now. Let's see. So we have 2 resources. I'm wondering if there's a way where we play Take Flight, put that under. Okay, Zipper hit for 4. Okay, what do we need? Take Flight, Arsenal, or charge this. Yeah, I think we kind of need everything. So I think we're going to take the 4 here. And we're going to block with our equipment for these next 2 attacks. Okay. Okay, good life gauntlet. Alright, jump start. For 7. Okay, so we'll put the 3 in front. We're going to use both these pieces of equipment next turn, so that's why we're fine blocking them so we get the value out of them. Unfortunately, I don't think I can make the E-Pot work here. I just can't attack. That's the only thing. So I can't do it where I can play Take Flight and via the Vanguard. So I think instead we're just going to have to let the E-Pot sit there. I guess I could have blocked with one of these. We're going to play Take Flight. We're going to pitch here. We're going to charge here. Come in for 5. Okay. Having some reconnect issues. Okay. Coming in for 4. Sorry, not 5. 4th go again, which is the important part. So we needed to charge this turn because this card says that if you charge this turn, you may attack additional times with each weapon you control. And this card says if you charge this turn, search your deck for an action card that costs X or less, reveal and put in your hand. Shuffle your deck afterwards. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and grab another Lumina Ascension. We're going to play both Lumina Ascensions. So because we charge this turn, if we play both Lumina Ascensions, their ability stacks. That means our weapon can attack 3 times this turn, 2 additional times, since we're playing 2 Lumina Ascensions. And then we'll get into the second, or the first part of this card. Okay, so we're going to play the Beacon of Victory now. We'll just pay 1 into it to grab our second Lumina Ascension. So now we're going to hit for 5, put him down 31. Okay, so now we have 1 floating, so we're going to use that 1 to use Gallantry Gold. So our next weapon attacks get +1. Then we are going to use Courage of Blade Hold, which means our next sword attacks cost 1 less. And we're going to play Lumina Ascension, which has until the end of turn, our weapons get +1, and if they hit, reveal the top card of your deck. If it's a light card, put in your soul and gain 1 life, otherwise put it on the bottom of your deck. And the second part, again, is if we charge this turn, we can attack additional items with our weapons. Now, our weapons are free because of Courage. They get +1 here, +1 here, +1 here. So they're going to come in for 5, and they can attack 3 times each. So that's 15 damage a sword. That's 30 damage. That's not enough to kill him. That'll put him down to 1 if he takes all of it. But we also are gaining life during this time as well. And that's the big thing. Alright, so we're going to go again with Boltyn's ability because this attack has higher than its base. Alright, so it gets go again. Now if we banish 2 light cards, then we go up in the soul. If we banish 1 light card, it stays the same. We banish 2, so we gain 2 life. And go up in our soul count. Coming in for 5. Banish. Okay. You just get 1 card in the soul on that one. Sink below is put on the bottom. Come in for 5. And again, if he chooses not to block at all, he'll go down to 1, which is scary territory for sure. Okay, so we gained 2 life on that one. Come on in. And it's tricky because if he has an attack action card in his hand, if he blocks, the sword gets +1 from his ability, and Boltyn's ability gives it +1 as well. And that stays until the end of turn. So he has to be very careful. But right now we have gained the life total count. He's going to block for 4 here. He's going to use the Crown of Providence ability. And then we are going to use Sir Boltyn's ability, give it go again. Get a bit of his armor here. He won't be able to block that armor again because we do not break the chain at all when we do this. Come on, this one. This is this one's last attack. So he could block with attack action cards from his hands to block this one if he so chose. Right now he would be at 5 life if he takes all the damage. Okay, and then our last attack, which we will not charge from our soul. Okay, so I keep looking at the soul, and here's the reason why, guys, is because what we want is we don't want to hit a Beacon of Victory, which we haven't, because Beacon of Victory allows us to get +X, where X is the number of cards in our soul, so we can give our attack +9, and that might just be enough to take it. It's a pretty bad hand to follow up with, but one thing I was thinking though is perhaps instead of pitching the via the Vanguard, using the E-Pot instead and having it via the Vanguard in the arsenal. And I think here that would have paid dividends, so that was probably the much better play. Okay, so coming in with the zipper hit, we are just going to sink this one and hopefully get a better card once we sink. Okay, or a Favor Scene. I guess that helps us with the blocks. Okay, a Throttle. I think what we're going to do is we're just going to full block it. We'll wait till we get a good hand and then we'll go at him. But we'll just block out. Pulse Wave Harpoon. This will be his last attack, I think. I guess he could attack it with that. That's fine, you can see that. I'll just go ahead and block with it. Sure, I guess. Let's bottom it. Okay, there's one card we're looking for. We all know what card that is. And that's the Beacon of Victory. So I think we want to just keep until we get that. Okay, I think we can make this one work because we can go take flight, they can go again, and then come in with the sabers. It's not bad. Maybe, or come in with engulfing light. Maybe. We'll just let that hit. I think we need to get aggressive with him. Put him on the back foot. I think we just take it. Okay, that's all you can do. Alright, now we get to present our attacks. So the first thing we're going to do is we're actually going to come in with a take flight. We're going to pitch here. And we are going to go ahead and go here with the charge. Come in for 3 go again. He can take this one if he wants, but then we're going to come in with engulfing light for 2. Which I guess he could take if he so chose as well. Okay, so he decides to take it. Alright, so we're going to come in engulfing light as well. And we can give this go again from Snapdragons if he just blocks with the Teklo Foundry Heart. If he blocks with an attack action, we will give it go again with Sir Boltyn and come in with the Centauri Saber. Alright, so we're going to give it go again here. Because we're going to really force him to do stuff. Saber. Now he has to block with a card from hand. If it's a non-attack action, we can give it go again, come in for a second Saber. We're basically not going to let him play with a 4 or 5 card hand anymore this game. And this is what we're going to do to take tempo back. We didn't do it on the last turn because our hand wasn't very good, so we just used it to block with. This turn, because of the take flight allowing us to have a go again on its own, I think this turn's fine to do this. Because now he's in a position where he really has to decide what card he's going to be blocking with. Okay, Crankshaft will pump it up because it gets the Boltyn pump and the Centauri Saber pump, so he has to put 2 cards in front of it. I will give it go again so that I can come with the other sword, which he will have to give 2 cards in front of it as well, because if he had a non-attack, he would have already put it in front of it. So the fact that he didn't means that we get to take his whole hand here. Okay, there's 1 attack. You have to give me the other one unless it's an item. If it's an item, then we win here. Yeah, Centauri Saber just going to 4 with the Boltyn and its own ability is just so damn good. Just especially when you're at 1, it just makes blocking so awkward. Alright, so we get 2 T-bones there. Good stuff. Alright, now we get to take our turn, which is actually pretty good. That's actually a pretty good turn there. Alright, so I think we will just go ahead and use E-Pot here. We'll just use these resources. We'll come in with a take flight charge. 4 go again. 5 if he blocks with an attack action. So either way, we get 2 cards out of his hand right here. And then I think we're going to come with engulfing light, no charge. Which will be coming in for 2. Which we'll have to put a card in front, and if it's a non-attack, okay, then we arsenal take flight, no big deal. But if it is an attack, then we give it go again, and then come in with a saber. We're looking to take all the cards out of his hand. I mean, doing this would do it as well, but this possibly can just get it for us. We'll give it go again. Alright, and now if he only has an attack action in his hand, we win. Okay, there it is. Alright, so guys, obviously you can see this is a combo turn where we gain, or where we deal 31 damage. We also, I don't remember what life total we gained to, but we gained quite a bit on that turn as well. But that's the combo, basically. Now, when you're going against someone like an aggro player like Dash, that is how you want to play. You want to play a lot of D-Reacts, and just wait until you get your 2 Lumina Ascensions here. Because once you get that, and you have at least 3, definitely 4 cards in Soul, then you're good to go. You can always use your Beacon of Victory to go and grab a Lumina Ascension. Just keep in mind, Lumina Ascension, you do need to charge that turn in order to be able to attack each time with weapons. So you'll have to come in with one attack that charges. If you need to use your boots to give that attack go again, you do that. Otherwise, you can just use Beacon of Victory to give it plus X and then use Boltyn's ability to give it go again. Or you can, if they block with an attack action card, you can give it go again Boltyn's ability. Or in our case, where it was a take flight, already had go again, you know, whatever the case. But that's what you want to do. You want to come in with a charge attack, give it go again if it doesn't have go again already, and then go Lumina, Lumina, break the courage, come in with your swords. If you have the resources, go for the Gallantry Gold. It makes it all the better, obviously. But yeah, and don't get too greedy. You know, triple Lumina turns are awesome. They're amazing. They feel like you just win. But don't try to wait for them either. If you have 2 Luminas or a way to get a Lumina, then just play it like so. Because if you try to wait too long, you can get punished. Command and Conquer could punish you here. So we don't run the Crown of Providence, so we don't have a escape from that. So if they give us a Command and Conquer pummel, we're in big trouble. So just keep that in mind. Just go double Luminas when you have them. And yeah, I mean, this deck does great. If you want to see a video on the Raiden one, I'll have to find the matchup and hopefully get that. Leave a comment. I will show a video how you win with that as well. It's a little bit different, but you still run the Lumina combo. It's just now you don't have to use your courage. And then you're playing more stuff like Bolting Blade and Battlefield Blitz. You're doing more wider attacks. And you're not playing the D-React so much. Anyways, that is Boltyn. Ton of fun. Can win out of nowhere. You know, we were at 13. They were at, 31? And then we end up winning that game. So this deck, this one combo turn can really just be the tempo shifter that you need. And especially if you sit across a opponent that has never played Boltyn, and he's a little far from the meta, so it's not a very common deck, then you can just kind of take the whole game in that sense. So, guys, give me a comment, concern, critique, whatever in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Let me know if you want to see a rating video, what have you. Until then, get to practicing. This deck can win a ProQuest. I hope you can do it with it. And keep on fabbing, guys. I'll catch you on the next one.
Hey guys, thanks for watching this video. If you like this shirt or the others we have just like it, we sell shirts and keychains and more to come. Go to fleshandbaubles.com, enter the promo Sneep, and you can get 10% off your entire order. Some really cool stuff, some really cool gift ideas. We would really appreciate your help supporting us. Thank you.